What is up, Worked on Fun? Cake here with a video about how to deal with the lava hound that you find in a defensive clan castle. So right here we're looking at the stats of this thing. I only have it level 1, so that'll give you a baseline of what you're dealing with here. Now, in our previous war that we finished, I noticed that there were some people that were going up against this thing and using, standard poison against dragon style attack methods, and those will not work ever. Notice how many hit points this thing has at level 1, 5,700. Your poisons are not going to come close to killing this thing, so don't even waste them there. I'm going to show you at the end of the video an easy way to use your poison to eliminate what comes next, and that is the lava hound's pups. Once this thing breaks, it's going to release a number of little pups. Those are the problems that this thing poses, is because if you ignore this completely and it breaks somewhere in the middle of the base, all depending on what troops you have left, it will cause them to stop attacking whatever it is on the ground that they're attacking and shoot for the sky, try and knock these things out. Meanwhile, the defenses are hammering your troops. So the other thing I want to point out here is how much damage this thing does. Look at it, only does 10 damage. So as long as you don't have troops that are going to attack it, that's great, because it's not going to kill them. So, letting it go along with you is fine if you have another means of dealing with it once it does break. Your queen is going to definitely attack it first, as well as like your wizards and all that kind of stuff on the ground. That they're going to aim up at it, try and take it out. So one of the methods which I don't recommend using for newer people to Town Hall 9 and better strategies, and that is anchoring an archer off to the corner of the map and throwing a healer on it. The healer is going to keep the archer alive the entire time because, like I said here, it only does 10 points of damage at level 1, 12 at level 2, and slightly more at level 3. So it poses no threat once you have a healer on your archer. The other thing, though, is that that's 13 troop spaces that you're giving up. If you are not accustomed to, an attack that requires you to use those extra 13 spaces, I would recommend that you use just the standard method, which I'll show you at the end of the video here. So I'm going to go into some of the attacks that were fails against this thing, so you guys have an idea of what I'm talking about. Alright, so here we are. Sleeper has drawn it out of the clan castle, which is fine, anchors it over with an archer. Problem is he throws down a poison right away and throws down a bunch of wizards to try and kill this thing off. And that's just not going to do it. Like I said, and like I showed you, 5,700 hit points at level 1. So there's no way that poison is going to help at this point. It's way too early. You want to throw it right now when it pops and those pups come closer to what it is on the ground that they're going to be attacking. All right. So here we've got another one. It's been pulled out of the CC. He's not going to lure it over to the side. He's just going to drop poisons on it, and actually drops two level 2 poisons. Look at how many hit points this thing has left at the end of this. There you go. So poison is not going to do anything to the lava hound itself. Like I said before, save it for the pups, and I'll go ahead and I'll show you two attacks that use different strategies to deal with killing this thing off. Alright, here we are with a lure to the corner, and what happens here is you throw down your archer queen and you get her hammering on this thing. Remember, it only does 10 points. She has a lot of hit points at 15. Speed it up, add a couple wizards down in there. What they're going to also help do is kill the pups off at the end, and at that point drop the poison once it breaks. That's going to help kill off some of the pups. The wizards and the queen are going to finish off the rest. Okay? Alright, so Green Ranger here is doing a queen walk, and basically the queen is going to take this thing out with a little help of a poison spell, and this is probably one of the most effective ways of doing it, because your queen stays at max health the whole time, and she just keeps going about her business. So right here, she just, takes some shots at the ones that are still alive. The poison gets a few of the other ones. Now, unfortunately, there was one left that's harming his healers, but yet he's still got that other poison to deal with it, so no problem there. So those are just a couple of different ideas you can use to deal with a lava hound that you find in an opponent's war clan castle. So with that said, I'm Uber Noob Cake, and I'm signing off. Work time fun for the win.